Oi, oi, right, how's it going? I'm Grant, you're you, and this is Doodle Review, a channel that's about all types of music, but we're fiends for anything that's rock or guitar based. We pretty much review something in the rock category every other day, so if that's your vibe, subscribe. You'll almost certainly hear me talk about a band you love in an upcoming video and maybe find something new that you will love. Today, we're talking about a band that was completely new to me until a couple of months ago. To set the scene properly though, I'll need to take you back, and last year I reached a significant milestone in life. Significant but far from cool. 2023 was the year that I started to develop that weird sense of dread at going to live shows. It's completely ridiculous because 9 times out of 10 I always have an amazing time at a gig, but since turning 30 it's like something has just switched inside me. Buying a ticket always seems like a good idea at the time, but then the date rolls around and it's like it's on a Tuesday night, it's an hour away, maybe like the tube's on strike, and it's a small punk show, so the headline band probably won't go on until 10. This was a year that a new voice emerged in my mind, one that says like, what if we just didn't go? What if we stayed home and ordered a pizza? What if we got an early night? Fortunately, I am not at the stage of life actually giving into that voice. I just won't do it. I like going to shows, but I can't deny that voice isn't now there. And I'm talking about this because this band PREDECEASED represents to me exactly why I'll never give into that lame homebody voice, and I want to remind myself of it. It was a Sunday night, so that homebody voice is immediately dialed up by 100%. It was also the Sunday night of my birthday weekend, which was like a large one, so I was feeling pretty fragile. But me and my mate, we had tickets to see the post-hardcore Walter Schreifel's fronted legendary band Quicksand. The voice was the loudest it had ever been. It was the perfect storm, Sunday night, fragile state of mind, Sunday scaries, full force. The show was way uptown, but of course we pushed through. Of course we did. It was Quicksand. We had to go. Despite the fact I deeply wanted to see them, I don't think I could continue living if I ever missed a show just to hide under a blanket watching TV. I'm not quite there yet. So we arrived at the show, and immediately it's clear most of the audience had battled the same voice to be there. There was an exasperated, stiff air among the crowd. Getting to the bar was a nightmare just because 90% of the crowd seemed to be like locked in a faraway stare, like a war veteran fighting off that same inner voice. You could see them thinking to themselves, why did you come out? There's still time to go home. It's Sunday, for fuck's sake. That was until PREDECEASED came on and just absolutely blew everyone away. I'd never heard of the band before, and I imagine many people hadn't, and they were an instant reminder of what makes the live experience so fulfilling and so worth it. It's really rare to watch a band where you're unfamiliar with all the music yet remain completely captivated, but that definitely happened that night. I immediately searched the band name and added this album, What Do You Do, to my library, and it was clear from the start of their live set that night and from the opening bars of Fancy Prison, when you put on the album, and you will put on the album, that this band were an ideal opener for the gritty wall of sound of Quicksand. The band have that same low-slung groove driven by baritone guitar and fuzz pedals with a driving rhythm that really invokes that post-hardcore energy. My mate says he can hear a strong Fugazi influence, but unfortunately for me, Fugazi remain a blank spot in my musical knowledge. I know, I really need to change that. But while I can't offer that comparison, the groups that come to my mind when I listen to these guys are 90s bands like Bark Market and the Jesus Lizard. Bands that had almost a rusty, grinding guitar sound with a loose but tight characteristic to their performance. PREDECEASED also have a few swaggering riffs with just the right amount of swing. See the climax of Scene Parole or Fake Laugh. They have just the right amount of that riff and swing combo that it offers a trace of Queens of the Stone Age, which, if you know me, gives any band an instant leg up in my estimations. Lyrically, I feel like Predeceased also offer something a little different, a little unique compared to many bands operating within this punk, post-hardcore field. Case in point, a song for Doom, a tribute to the sorely missed rap icon MF Doom and Sunday Scaries that describes exactly the type of phenomenon I was banging on about up top. That latter track also wears a bit of a Motorhead influence on its sleeve, and I'm most certainly here for that. It then ends on one of the crunchiest, heaviest passages of the entire record. Pacing wise, this album is pretty much spot on. It's pretty full on, but utilizes some loud, quiet dynamics, as on Can't Is the Real C Word, and a really succinct length to avoid fatigue. The final track, Timing, is another song with great lyrics and ends the record with a nice tribute to the band I discovered them through, Quicksand. This is one of my favourite discoveries and favourite rock albums of last year. If you don't know these guys, you need to get into them. It is an 8.8 out of me, high ranking. It's amazing. That's enough of me chatting faff about this record though. I'm keen to hear what you think. Have you heard of Predeceased before? If so, am I on the money here or not? Let me know in the comments, show some love, share some thoughts, or just wholesome abuse. And I assume if you've made it this far by now, you must love these reviews, so don't be coy or cute or Kai, whatever I was going to say. Just stop messing around. Hit the subscribe button. We've got a bunch of album reviews coming your way, Saturday special, Sunday Jazz Club every week. In the meantime, check out the links to other videos you might like, which are in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, mate. Bye.